Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with Bros. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You rockin' with Frozen and Bros. We now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with Bros. Look at me. Look at me.
One more time for the people in the back.
Yeah, we used to get it off the stove. Now we gon' get it off the rack. You rockin' with Frozen and Bros. We now in the zone. We need ice in the super chat. We about to kick in them doors. Like get on the phone. I wanna know where it's at. We at the table with legends. When they get to talking, I bet they don't tell you that. Hold up. Wait, don't cut me off while I'm talking my talk. Been on the grind on our way to the top, and I still keep a G in the way that I walk. Same for the way that I talk, but we don't talk much, we just stay facts. And the fact is, we like Jay Black, and we about to bring this whole game back. Now let's walk. You about to walk with Frozen. You about to walk with Bros. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah. Rosie. Welcome back to the channel, man. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully y'all happy to see me. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling great. Can't lie. In a great mood. In a great mood. Right? Got the gym at 5 o'clock today. We was going at 6:30. But, you know, now we upped it to 5. I don't be really feeling that late gym shit. You know, we in there working out for an hour and some change. Then I go to the crib. It's 8:30, 8 o'clock. I ain't really hungry. I got to hop in the shower, and then I'm trying to sit down and wind down. And then all of a sudden it's 9:45 and I'm starving. So we pushed it up to 5. And I took y'all to the gym yesterday. Video ain't do that many views, but I didn't expect it to. I just wanted to bring y'all along to the journey, let y'all know I wasn't embarrassed of nothing. Y'all want to see Frozen in the gym? Shit, I had my hat off. Right? I had my hat off in the gym. Y'all know I don't be taking this hat off. Y'all know that. But yesterday we start. Freaky, I was just talking to bros. I said, yo, did Freaky get locked up again? Feel like I haven't seen him in the last couple lives. There go my guy. There go my guy. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to all the mods. I see you. Tried it, Cloudy. Oh, shit. I didn't even see this comment. Why Milo was trying to downplay you. So people don't know who he is unless you in the spaces. Shout out to AJ Johnson. He said, first time I called her live. Shout out to you, Gangaroo. You know? So I don't really care for that. I actually was just joking. Every fan don't think you fire. Every fan don't look at you like you a star. Every fan, you know, you're not every fan's cup of tea. So I understand that dynamic. I do. You know, you like to please everybody, no Diddy. You would like everybody to think you fire. Is somebody out there right now that watch basketball that'll tell you Jokic is overrated? So I say that to say you can't please everybody. So what we try to do is attack our audience. Froze ain't your cup of tea? Well, then go get a cup of coffee then. Type shit, right? So I didn't really care about him trying to downplay me. It was just funny. He actually asked a question in confidence, talking about what does Frozenberg do better than Jack Boy? Does he do anything better than Jack Boy? I do everything better than Jack Boy. I promote better than Jack. I got a better delivery than Jack. I got better bars than Jack Boy. Yeah, I got more wins than Jack Boy. All that shit. So, come on, man. Stop it. Like, that's why I'm Jack Boy. Is this what my 15-year career has gotten me? Is this what this 15-year career has gotten me? You know? All the shit I've done around here, I hate tooting my own horn, y'all. I do. Sometimes it gotta be, I was ready to say the craziest shit ever. I'm so glad I caught myself. It was so crazy. I gotta tell y'all. I was ready to say, I don't like tooting my own horn, but sometimes you gotta toot that shit. That's what I was about to say. Hey, bros. I caught myself, but I still had to tell you I was ready to say some drawing shit. Oh my goodness, man. So sometimes you just gotta defend yourself. Sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you gotta toot that shit. The horn, that is. The horn. That would have been crazy chaos. Let's get it. Let's get it. So if you haven't checked out the gym video, go check it out. It's up the channel. You toot yours all the time. That's crazy. All right. So, gross like Kyle. Hey, yo, kick him out of here. Kick gross like Kyle out of here. My always want to do the extra shit. Kick him out and put my name up there and shit. Kick him out of here. That was the wrong way to come in here. That gross like Kyle, kick him out of here. Get him out of here, y'all. Matter of fact, I got it. Oh, never mind. You tried to say it. I got him, froze. Get him right up out of here. Yeah, but put him up for like 18,000 seconds. I don't know how much minutes that is. But, All right, y'all. So, I've been seeing some things. I wanted to talk about it. I seen Miss Hustle go up there on Goods and DNA podcast. 86. Yeah. And she was saying some things. I'd like to play it, but I don't know if they're monetized. Well, they are probably, and I don't want to get the video flagged. So I just go over a couple of things that I heard. Miss Hustle was saying, Jazz could talk that shit to anybody but her. Jazz had the drop the mic moment when she was on her show. And she also said she started the female trend of battling men. Jazz was scared to do it until she felt like the men would take her light, basically, in a nutshell. Here's what I'll say. Two things could be right. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you ask me, everything Miss Hustle did on that interview just proved Jazz's point. Right? Oh, man. I seen this guy in like Easy's chat and Battle Facts chat. Have you guys have no shame? You guys that bored? You got to make an email, make an account just to get in here and talk about some freaky shit? But she proved her whole point. I don't know if there was ever a time in Miss Hustle's career where she was liked by the culture as much as Jazz was. Actually, yes, I do know. She's never been as liked as Jazz. But wouldn't that go? Who was that, Brody? Wouldn't that go? You can bring it to me. Wouldn't that go into PR? Wouldn't that go into likeness and how you carry yourself? And, I don't want to make Miss Hustle seem like some bad person because she's a firecracker. She a jalapeno pepper, jalapeno shit to the fucking wall. She's a firecracker. But I just kind of feel like you can break this down to wrestling. There's heels and there's baby faces. Jazz has always been a baby face, but not by a favor, not by anybody doing her any favor. Shout out to Natasha. Thank you for the see what they do for views hoodie you bought yesterday. Yes, I ain't forget about you. And I got the color you wanted. Now, real quick, I see a couple people say that Froze, I don't have social media, but I'm trying to buy some merch. If you want to buy some merch, the shirts is 45, hoodies is 65. I don't know anybody buying a hoodie right now, but Natasha did. I was like, "Yo, Tasha, you living in fucking Alaska? What do you need a hoodie for in August and July?" You know, she had a cool little story behind that. But whatever size shirt you wear or hoodie, if you want to wear a hoodie, if you in one of them cold states, which is, you know, probably far in between, just put your address, the size of the shirt you want, in the notes of the Cash App. If you want to purchase a shirt, say if it's a shirt or a hoodie, it's not that difficult. You don't have to have social media, right? Because I've been seeing this comment. Then I respond back to the comments. Motherfuckers don't respond back to me. You know, so if you don't have social media and you want to purchase some merch, my Cash App is pinned. It's $FrozenbergTV, and just put your size and your shipping shit inside the notes. All right. You know, Jazz has earned that. In the same way, I feel like Miss Hustle has earned her relationship with the fans. Right? You know, people didn't just pull up and say, "Nah, we don't like Miss Hustle, but we like Jazz." No, you guys have had long tenure careers where people have had enough of a sample size to grade who they like more, who they rock with more. Jazz has always been the people's champ. I see you, Facts. Jazz has always been the people's champ. She's earned that from the people. She didn't just wake up and get it. She earned it. Carrying it the way she carried it. You know, her PR, she never has meltdowns. She never throws temper tantrums. They said that's the fake Facts, bros. No, it ain't. Hey, Facts. Let me see how I can know if that's Facts. When the last time we spoke on the phone, Facts? That's how I know if it's the real Facts. It's not Marshall. I got the fake one out of here. All right, but Facts, that's what the fake one would say. When's the last time me and you spoke? Facts, just tell me in the chat. You know I got love for you, Facts. I ain't shitting on you. Few days ago. That wasn't good enough, Facts. That wasn't good enough. I ain't gonna hold you. That was an answer where you might be able to get through security with that. But yeah, so I guess my whole point of what I'm trying to say is, you know, Miss Hustle is not to be slighted in any way. Following your career since the start, you definitely solidified your spot. I missed it. He must have said some freaky shit at the end. Keep clipping them, y'all. I want them to be busy. Make them sign out to another joint, sign into another joint, just a comment. I like the effort. I don't know. Freaky clipped him, and whatever Freaky did, whatever reason Freaky clipped him for it. EMBBWS. Let me see. View deleted message. Your spot in the history books. Much respect to you. Oh, Freaky, what happened? Oh my God. Y'all crazy, man. Well, you know what? Sometimes we got to snipe an innocent bystander to let niggas know we not playing. Darren, I think, did you hit me up to tell bros to hit you up? I got that message and I forgot. If that's you, let me know. Somebody inbox me and say, "Yo, tell bros this my gram." Nah, it's cool, freak. That was some nut ass shit, but I'm gonna give you grace because we gotta set a standard here. You know, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. All right, well, shit, we ain't mean to shoot him, but fuck it, then anybody can get shot. Anybody can get shot. Coming here talking that dumb shit. Type shit. All right. So I'm freaking you pardon. Your pardon. They like, Freaky get away with murder in his jaw. No. Eating BBW ass. That was our fault, Brody. We ain't mean to get you like that. Your name is crazy, BBW, but we gonna, pardon us. Freaky ain't mean that, gang. You good around here. You been following my career for a long time. Love is love. Yeah, when you start eating BBW ass, like, what's wrong with petite? You know what I mean? Like, what made you say BBW ass is the ass I want to target? Let us know. Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah. He like, oh my goodness. But yeah, so two things I didn't like about the interview. I actually enjoyed the interview. I didn't feel like there was enough challenging going on, right? And, there was a few things that stood out to me. One, acting like Miss Hustle won the first battle, clear as crazy. Two, acting like we don't remember that Chokes was getting edited out is even crazier. I mean, she had Chokes that was edited out in that battle. Refresh my memory. Am I wrong there? Because that's kind of what I remember being a big story on Twitter. Oh, they edited Miss Hustle Chokes out. So, they even make a case here. It's like, why would the winner be chasing the loser? Right? So, again, Miss Hustle, I think you're saying it wrong. Can't nobody talk that shit to you but Jazz. Can't nobody, you say, she can talk that shit to everybody but me. No. Nobody can talk that shit to you but her. She is well qualified to talk to you in that way. Because on majority list, she's going to be one or two. Right? So for me, it's like, I understand being one or two and it being flip-flopped, and you want that clear number one spot because to the masses and the majority, she has it. And I know you see that. And I'm all good with rivalry. I think you should go at Jazz. I think you should want to battle Jazz again. Right? I that's a mega matchup for battle rap and female battle rap. It's colossal. But let's not get caught up in Jazz can talk to anybody but me like that, when it's like, nah, like, you got to understand, she did it the cleanest way. She did it the right way. She's a model superstar. She's a model superstar. And listen, I want to see the battle again because I think both girls, ladies, woman, is a different battler than they were back in the day. Bro, how is Jazz or Hustle 1 or 2 official better than Jazz? I'm not mad at that though, Ron. You gonna get a couple people that's gonna be like, nah, Ron, you cooking. I'm not mad at you saying, I thought official had the scariest run of any female battler ever. I truly feel that way. There was a time, like, I don't know now, career moments and impact matter. I don't know if there was a time I felt like Jazz was feared by the masses. There was like a nice little run where official was somebody to stay away from no matter what your gender was. I am Mike P said, best blogger in battle rap. It's like you're a legend or something. Well, Mike, I mean, like, thank you, Mikey. I've heard that a time or two. I could get used to it. Much love, much love. So here's the thing. You don't have a fight for me if you want to say, because I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I wish 40 didn't have so many blemishes. I really loved the way 40 put it down in the ring when she was in her prime. one thing I liked about 40 in her prime was she was the epitome of like originality. I'm not talking about now 40. I'm talking about 40 in her heyday. 40 had a style that I can appreciate. I didn't feel like she was mimicking in any way. And I didn't feel like she, I just felt like she brought flavor to the game. You know what I mean? I just felt like she brought flavor. And I knew when I was watching a 40 battle, like I was getting 40 and you couldn't get 40 nowhere else. And I'm not saying there's not other girls like that. But when I mean 40, it's almost like, it's almost like 40 brought something different to the game. And I wish she gave a fuck about battle rap as much as the other girls that she's in class with. I know she love it, but I don't think it's fun for 40. No. I'm not taking away. It's always one nigga in the chat, bro. I'm not taking away what 40 did. You heard me just say what company she's in? Think about all the blemishes she had. In totality, she's still one of them ones. She's still one of them ones. 40 literally, freak, you can't compare her to anything. There's other girls where you can be like, oh, she sound like that, nigga. All right, I see a little twerk in there. Oh, all right, that, it's a little nitty in there. Like, and I'm not saying nobody getting written for it. That's not what I'm saying. But in today's climate, Ron, let me ask you a question, and everybody can feel free to answer. I love prime clips dearly. Dearly. I don't know when or if it has already happened that his majority of his work in the current stage is knocking him down on the all-time list, right? Like, I don't know if it's knocking him down on the all-time list, because there was a time, a significant time, where people would have clips on their Mount Rushmore and he was a shoo-in. I'm going to tell you what, bro, it's not been just my channel, gang. Okay. It's not just been my channel. Okay. I seen this shit in a live when I was doing with Easy, and they snipers were sniping. I'm trying to do what you told me to do. Just every comment don't need a response. No. Motherfucker asking me, talking about froze when the last time I remember you was getting your cheeks clapped. They wilding in the joint right now. Boy said, why you act like, he put a name on it, why you act like Brian wasn't clapping your cheeks? And like, y'all, come on, man. And look, his new name was 86 Katie's Nuts. He's making new profiles, yeah. He making new profiles and new emails, having to having to confirm the email, verify it. I applaud the effort. No, you good, Brody. At what point does current performances start to taint legacy? Right? Is that fair, bros? Like, you could be, at what point? And I do believe that, Jay Slay. Clips can beat anybody. He just got bored. We cannot pardon that because he's bored. Well, if you're bored, just don't pull up. Right? So I guess when you say, yo, you can't, come on, we can't do 40 like that. I'm not doing 40, no way. I still love 40. You know who reminds me of 40? Not because they sound alike, because they because coffee. And let me tell you why. Coffee gives me that, yo, when I'm watching a coffee battle, I know I can only get coffee at this store. I can't get, wherever you like coffee, with a little bit of cream, or a little bit of Splenda, maybe a little almond milk. We all got our different preferences. But I know I can only get coffee from this store. That's exclusive. That's exclusive. That's exclusive. Now, I think real battle rap fans know. Ian said, we got Tom. He said, after that QBBS, he dropped out my top 10, Chaos said, Yo, bros. Chaos said, I will argue what's the last time Jazz lost clear. No, I want to check you. I want to check you on something, bro. You know, you ever watch an ARP live in full? Okay, so a lot of times the supers pop up, he let them stack, and then at the end, he re-supers. What I'm saying is, just because somebody supered 4 minutes ago, don't mean I skipped him and missed him. Sometimes I'm trying to drive a point home. Sometimes a super might make a good comment, take me off of the point I was trying to drive home, and now I'm all over the road. Just like you keep cutting me the fuck off. I love you, bros. Right? Now look, now I'm trying to get back. Where was I at, y'all? Where was I at? Time you out for 5 minutes? Yeah, where bros at? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Bros got me fucking chopped. Where he at? Where he at? You know what? Yeah, he's here with me. I mean, we literally have a song called Don't Cut Me Off. He said, you want to be like ARP? You always got some slick shit to say. Where you go sit in the box for 4 minutes. You know? Yeah, so I love 40, bro. I ain't taking nothing from 40. That was my point. I shouldn't even have to spend all that time letting you know I wasn't taking nothing from 40. All right. I love Misfit. I love Farrah. You know, but I love Shuni. There's levels to this shit. And see, it seems like more direct or disrespectful or dismissive because their playing field is smaller. There's not as many battlers in the female division, right? So if you just break it down to females, when I say it's levels to this shit, it's not a slight. It's just a fact, right? These women are all pros, though. Now, I'll tell you what. Yoshi has still been commenting. Yoshi has still been making comments. And I'm starting to dig what Yoshi doing now. I think Yoshi trying to play herself into a jazz battle. I think Yoshi's trying to troll her way into a jazz battle. Now, why, you might ask? I don't know. Maybe she feels like she can hang with her. And I am a firm believer in any given Sunday. So, you know, I'll leave that there. But if you ask me, I believe grade A Yoshi at, let's just use the best Yoshi we've seen and whatever battle that may be, right? And then the best jazz we've seen. We talking about a crime here. It's just levels. For me, to see a path for like a clear victory, debatables are just that. We're talking about clear here. To see a path for me, in my opinion, for Jazz to lose clear to Yoshi, I feel like Jazz would have to have an off night, maybe a choke or something like that. And I know that sounds like I'm slighting Yoshi, but I'll use myself as an example. One of my best performances, y'all know where I'm going. It will choke in 2 of those rounds, bro. Now, I was equipped that day. If he don't choke, do I still cook him in that way? Very debatable. We'll never know. But I'm not ignorant enough to say I didn't understand that Will wasn't on his game that day. I was. He pays for it. But if you say Ill Will A game, Froze A game, I think a lot of fans would say I will probably win that 6, 7 times out of 10. I got him better than Rosenberg on his A game. I'm not mad at anybody who says that. He's good enough for anybody to feel like he's better than me from a fan's point of view. I'm transparent. So, Yoshi, I like the fact you're barking up the tree, and I peep what you're doing. You know, you learned a little bit from Verb, just a little bit. I'm not giving Verb all the credit here. But, you get somebody disagree with you or don't see it your way. You go on these long soliloquies and 1,000 tweet binge tweets of, you know, trying to make it look like, you know, people only respond a certain way to you, but like when Miss Hustle say it is cool, it's levels, Yoshi. Miss Hustle allowed to talk a little different than you about jazz, right? She's allowed to, compared to what you're allowed to. You know, when you say certain things compared to the level where you're at, compared to where Jazz is at and where she been, it kind of come off a little bit like you hating on Jazz a little bit. And you'll throw I love female battle rap. I want to see battle rap push forward. Well, if that was the case, you would understand why Jazz versus Mook is important. You would understand why Jazz versus Arsenal is important. You would understand that she's actually proven to you guys that a high-level female battler can beat any battler. It doesn't matter if it's just female battle rap. She's breaking that. Not saying she ain't having help, but damn it, she outside. And any nigga she'll battle. So what she's doing is when she pops outside and she gets these arsenals and she gets these mooks, you know, Mook came over when me and her were talking live on the broadcast. I was a part of the clip. I'll take Jazz. Jazz ain't from Harlem. I ain't never hear a Harlem nigga talk about a Brooklyn nigga the way they talk about Harlem people. So kick that New York shit out of it, you know. That's respect she earned. We've all seen her grow up in battle rap and evolve into the superstar of our culture like she is. We gotta embrace that. You can embrace it and still go at her too. But the reason why I say I like what you're doing is because you're not in position for a Jazz battle. So can you antagonize her into one? Okay, well, I'll be honest with you. That's not a bad strategy if you're trying to get it done, but damn it, you better step that shit up a little bit if that do somehow happen. You just step that shit up. You done got better. We didn't watch you, you know, get better. You know, not Jazz better though. I can see your comments now, bros. So, you know, I don't know what the problem is with Jazz battling males and they're taking their light on her and shit like that. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna hold you. If you know, I love everything about the way Jazz carries it. I love everything about the way she promotes herself, the way she markets herself. You know, like let's say tomorrow, like my daughter got into battle rap, right? Let's just say even just female battle rap. Well, I'm sending her right to Jazz. You know, hey, go watch how she does this. That's somebody you want to. Let's say my daughter started rapping, and I'm sending her a Jazz. That's how you do it. You want to be the standard. You want to have some class, right? You want to be grown, right? You want to have some morals, right? Not saying nobody don't got morals. I'm just talking about the person who do it at the highest level. You go watch Lil Jazz the rapper. She's tasteful and graceful. That's a great comment, Bizzle. That's a great comment. Who would you say, Ron Love? I only feel like you want to fucking disagree with me all day. All right, I got a 3 disagreement limit. 3 disagreement limit. Also, speaking of disrespect, y'all new rappers, you know, you new rappers that get on and have one big night, no diddy, you know, like the coming out party when it's like, all right, no, we don't got to question it no more. They here. Because there's a few of y'all. Y'all better stop playing with niggas like DNA. Y'all better stop playing. I'm telling you, y'all better stop playing with him. He not that. Let me tell you something about DNA, you young punks. And I ain't saying y'all can't fight. Some of y'all got a good career ahead of y'all as long as battle rap is here to be had. But this is how special DNA could be. There's some new battle rappers right now that we look at as potential stars, or maybe in a couple of years, they can be this or they can be that. At this point right now, DNA can beat y'all with no written rounds. Do your history. Just go open up the book and read something, learn something. There are new battlers right now that's going to be around for a while that, you know, DNA would win a battle against not writing a bar. He's that much of a dinosaur. Y'all, listen, no disrespect to Nitty. Y'all call Nitty an alien. Y'all haven't seen a real alien until you seen DNA in prime form. Right? No, Nesta Goat, you not gonna care. You not gonna care until he get one of them young punks y'all be gassing. When y'all get one of them young punks that y'all just pushing to the forefront before they go through the road of becoming a battle rapper, he gonna get one of them. And it's gonna be somebody like y'all in the chat talking about, I got him 3-0 clear over DNA. And he's not gonna win a sentence. And he's not going to win a sentence. Nesta Goat, I've been here longer than you. I've been here from the start. Shitting me. Now, bros said a little ring rust. Bros said a little bit of ring rust. That's the only thing I could even consider. Right? You don't even mention Time Bomb. Well, mention him in what capacity? I've mentioned him. I mentioned him numerous of times. But like, in what capacity don't I mention him? No, but I'm not even talking about when it was no written raps. I'm talking about dudes are right for DNA. I didn't say DNA was no Nitty. It's not what I said. I said alien. And what I mean by alien, when I listen to Nitty, I love the nickname the alien. It's cool. That's type of stuff for battlers and branding for the fans. All that shit fire. All the way down to something as simple as Froze, right? Like, you know, Billiano the Dono, or, you know, the algorithm, or Mr. Gun Bar King, or, you know, Gun. Like, all that shit is fire. That's the thing, Greg. That's a great question. He said DNA is a killer, but he don't have star power. You have to understand that, though. He is a star. But I understand what he meant by star power. I always felt like he don't get his just due. But that's exactly what I mean, though. Yeah. You'll go in there and get caught up by motherfuckers who like the stars, right? Star rappers. Might be a little cooler than DNA, right? Might make you laugh a little bit more than DNA. That's when he pops up and he reminds you. When he catch somebody thinking like that, he prays off that. I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back. Because I think people forgot. And I think people took it for granted. I'm one of them. Early on, I didn't have enough respect for DNA until I watched him in his prime and I started seeing how special he actually was. Right? So, you know, and also too, I'm not talking about DNA coming back and battling the level of Rum Nitties or the level of, you know, your Hitmans. And I was talking about you new rappers. Be clear. Don't try to change the argument for the new people in the chat. Hit that like button too, all this debating y'all want to do. Respectfully, I'm cool with the dialogue. Hit the like button. Oh, shit. Hey, bros, hand me my phone. Hand me my phone real quick, bros. I'm tripping. You know, that's all I'm asking for. You're not going to headline DNA on Nome or Summer Madness. That's false. And also, too, I don't know if you know how many of them gnomes in Summer Madnesses he set off the fucking building the way it was supposed to be set off. See, DNA is that guy you can kind of, like you can anywhere on the card kind of work. Like, I'll give you an example. You and he's new, and I think he has a solid future in front of him. We'll see how much of an elite battler he can become over the next couple of years. You can make a case for me that Capo can beat DNA. The DNA you remember. Let's just say he don't handle ring rust. The DNA you think Capo can beat him? Like, I know it could happen. Like, I could hit the Powerball if I go play it. But like, probability wise, like you can see that happening, like, right? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll take it a step further. I'll go to the top level of the new guys. Bro, I don't know if Eunice can beat him. I don't know if Eunice can beat him. Eunice is nice. I would actually think Eunice is ahead of the pack. Right? I don't think Eunice can beat him. You got to show me. I've been around some of these chat rooms and these spaces and shit. Whatever you want, Discords. Motherfuckers acting like Eunice just walking through DNA. And I just be like, yo, am I getting to that age where it's like, I ain't cool no more? You know, hey, bros, you know that age where Pop and Unc and them stop becoming cool to us? Right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, am I hitting that age? What are these young fucking punks talking about? Right? Like, I seen what he did versus Nitty. Impressive. I seen what he did against Chess and Gnome, his debut. Impressive. But damn it, I seen what happened versus Franchise too. Underwhelmed. It's a flow. He ain't the first person to, and he's been, let's be clear here. He's trending up more than he's trending back towards that Franchise performance. So I want to be clear on that. But it wasn't that fucking long ago. All right? Now he's young. So, he's growing as a battler. He's learning little tricks. He's introducing his skill set. I don't even think he's in his prime yet. So I have not seen a fucking enough to sit here and tell you I can see him beating DNA. Could it happen? Yes. Yes. Like, but like, to me, in my opinion, is that like a probable thing? No. I need to see more before I go sure about it. I'm sure he's going to be a bright star if he sticks with it. You know why? Let me tell you why Eunice potentially has a really bright future in battle rap. He cares. He looks like he really enjoys it. And I think we all did when we were young. But that's refreshing for me when I watch him. I'm like, yo, all right. Damn, I remember when I used to have that much fun up there. It genuinely looks like he's having fun being a battle rapper. Right? And why the fuck wouldn't he? I mean, look at it. He's at the fun part of his career. He's getting guys that he's probably idolized or watched or looked up to at some point, during his amateur days. But man, I can't front and say he looks like he just enjoys battling. That means something. And any battler who's a vet who knows what I'm talking about, they understand. Mike P versus Tech say go. I like that. I'd still tie that into a parlay though. Tie that into a parlay. What am I missing? Did I miss something in the chat? Always down for a parlay. Mike, fuck you talking about? I got 20. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Hold the fuck up. So just, I just want to pump the brakes. And maybe the times are changing, or maybe motherfuckers is trying to take shortcuts because, you know, I remember when John got Hitman back in the PG days, and it was just like that wasn't a popular thing. You know what I mean? It actually was like crazy. Like, oh shit, he battling. He gonna battle John because going through and battling your class and battling battle rappers that were new like you or just came a year before you or 2 years before you or a year after you or 2 years after you, that's how you kind of separated who was who back then, right? All right, and we're gonna make, all right, Clean gonna battle Rosenberg gonna battle Big K, but Clean also gonna battle John John's battling Bill Collector's battling QP and John, Froze will giving B Magic and JC. Like we all had to, we had to, it was just a time where you got to separate who was who through the process of elimination. And I just think that's why so many more stars were actually birthed back then compared to now. It's like 3-1. We had classes where like legitimately 4 to 5 to 6 guys were actually like significant names, not just here. Like you had to go through that. There was no cheat in the system. I was calling out Shotgun Suge after my first PG. Norbs wouldn't even entertain it. Yeah, anyway. No, fucking Beasley didn't want to hear that shit. One, it's a double-edged sword. One, it could be setting the young guy up for failure. Everybody don't handle losing the same. Some guys are ultra talented and are not good at losing. It can break a battler, just like it can break a boxer. Or that can literally change the course. Everybody's not resilient. Some people are front runners, and winning is their comfort zone. Some people don't recover from ass whoopings. I don't, what type ass whoopings I'm talking about. Right? Like, you shouldn't be able to get 45 retweets from the same motherfuckers and everybody acting like now this battle got motion. Like, nah, ain't doing that. And that's why it's hard to respect certain shit. You know what I mean? Because we used to have balance. There used to be some unwritten rules around this bitch, if you will. You know? I ain't gonna hold y'all. Yeah. And now, we just, I think this person is such a disrespect to the fucking vet that's been here for 10 years, that have served you for 10 years, that have given you this information, this entertainment for 10 plus years. Just so dismissive. Everybody got to give everybody a shot now. Why the fuck can't nobody get a earn a shot? When did we switch the tides where now all the vets, no, it's on y'all to give shots? This motherfucker got 4 battles. Motherfucker ain't never cracked 100,000 views yet. What the fuck is we talking about? Fuck you mean we gotta give him a shot? A shot at what? So when I lose and then get on Twitter and say something y'all don't like, man, shut the fuck up, you ass, you just lost a capo. So y'all could do me like that? Or do the vet like that? No, fuck that. Nah, we ain't doing that. I can't wait for Surf to get back. I can't lie to you, we don't even have rookie hazing anymore. Surf was, he was good at that, wasn't he? You being a new guy, coming in here smelling yourself, just thinking you have arrived. Surf would tell you real quick in the appropriate way. And see, he's the only person who can get away with the shit. That Surf can, I do that shit, it'll be bullying. You gonna see a 2 blog, you gonna see a motherfucker talking about, I froze, not even that nice to be taught. You feel me? Surf used to do it though. It'll restore a little bit of order around this motherfucker. Capo versus who? Eunice can beat DNA. Oh my God, he had a field day with it. Y'all would have been talking about that Eunice and clear DNA shit, and Surf was running spaces and doing blogs. I don't have a fucking clue. He could, man. No one man should have all that power. Fucking mayor around this joint, the governor. It destroyed egos. Literally, oh my God, we'll just take a basketball reference and just make you look like you're nothing. like it's nothing, and then he'll like walk you into it. You know what I mean? Walk you right into that shit. God damn it, Surf. Get away, man. Need to get him back out here. He's the only person allowed to do it. I tell you, Holla wouldn't be able to do it. Y'all be burning Holla up if he was talking to battle rappers the way Surf do it. Right? It's unfair, actually. When I think about this shit, it's kind of glazing, too. You know what I mean? It's glazing that he gets away with it. But it's needed, though. I'll be the first one to tell you. Look at how shit going right now. It's fucking needed. You know? We need some sense of reality around here. Yeah, you know what? Ain't no rules in this shit, but Surf just said some shit that made sense. I agree with it, and, well, that's the rule now. That's the type of shit he used to be on. I mean, I'm telling you, he got in spaces. I was listening to Classic Surf Spaces yesterday. He got in a space one time. He was running. As soon as the video started, he like, all right, y'all, everybody here, give me a top 5 all doodle team. They was in there for 45 minutes. Everybody was doing they all doodle teams, top 5 all. And look, when niggas that's not ass, but like you just couldn't never really rock with them like that. You know what I'm saying? Only Surf can start up an all doodle team list. Twerk was in there. They all was in there. You know what I mean? But I just, I think that also too, it's been hard to challenge some of the things that you see with some of the new rappers and the going at the vets, because I get it, they're supposed to, but it's supposed to be a process. It's supposed to be a time period, draw it out, make it make sense, make us want to see it. You know what I mean? And I just feel like you can't check. You can't even check it because it's like, oh, now you hating. Now you hating. But, fuck it. I'll say it. I don't really know if y'all are there yet. I know y'all got talent. I know y'all gonna be around, some of y'all. Shitting me? What I miss? I'm so glad you said that about Surf. Can't you also say I'm on the same cocky talk easy dog? Surf is 500. Hold on. Oh, he copied and pasted? I'm gonna read it. I'm so glad you said that about Surf. Can't you also say that the same cocky talk Easy does, Surf is 5,000 times more? Like he's 5,000 times more better at it, or he just talks 5,000 times more shit than Easy does? I mean, you should have supered that, bro. You all caps it, copied and pasted and dropped my shit in my chat like 5 times. You could have just supered that. That would have been a thorough thing to do. I'm enjoying this shit out this block, bros. I mean, I had to pay for my own sister Uber, bro. I forgot to fucking go get her. Sitting here and enjoying the live. That's why I'm like, hand me my fucking phone. I had 10 messages. 10 missed calls. Shit. But it's all good. It's all good. Baseball bets be hitting. Absolutely. I seen bros bring a couple of them back early on, got me into them too. Yeah, for sure. Be hitting the baseball bets. The baseball bets. Don't hit them, bros. Nah, he good. He good. Punisher, what up? Shout out to all the members in here that's been rocking, man. It's been a fire live. Been a solid live. Y'all know we on back with that 30 for 30. Y'all know we got them see what they do for view shirts. We on day 2 of the 30 for 30. Just dropped the 60 for 60. We got some content videos coming up where me and bros is going to start stepping out to these plays. We got some shit for y'all, right? You can hit the like button. It's free. If you didn't know, you could also hit the subscribe button. So, before we get up out of here, all right, how do we get to this bulletproof card, right? Or what are we waiting on? Is we waiting on Summer Madness? Is it any matchups not booked that we need to be booked, that we need to see? Is it any matchups right now that have to be, or that could be, alley-oopers and, shit can be, put a little, because I tell you what, it's so far out, but I want to start getting this promo started for Mook and Holla. Like, come on, I want to see him face to face. I want to hear him talk to each other. You know what I mean? That's a good comment, Ricky. He said in your live with Cola, you spoke about how John Madden was able to break down plays in the game. Could you do that for battles too? Like high IQ things that swing battles? Yeah, I actually think it's so funny. That's a great comment. I always wanted to work with Surf too on commentary. You know what I mean? When he was doing it before I actually got my first opportunity, you know what I mean? Me and bros used to watch him like, yo, I think you and Surf would be hilarious up there. Him and Jay Black are great too, by the way. Um, you know, in today's battle rap, and you know, it's way more today than it used to be, but it was a part of our era too. It's so funny when you see people try to overly get analytical, not even analytical, when they start categorizing certain things like, well, you know, punches and delivery and freestyle rebuttals, wittiness, like, you know, you see all these things that are thrown out there. It's so funny, man, because the reality of it is those things matter some. Like, I hate when a rapper says he can't rap with me. So I never heard anybody say, yo, I'm about to go throw on this rap contest. It's a battle, you know? So there's certain fighters that can't punch with certain fighters. That doesn't mean you can't win the boxing match. He can't punch with me. I punch harder. I'm faster. He's better at moving around the ring, lateral movements, clinching at the right time. He's a better boxer. You know, like it's just so your power, you know, could be negated. You know, like a consistent jab to the body might throw you off. You know, the fastest puncher and the hardest puncher don't always win the battle. So the reason why I said that was such a great comment is because I actually would like to bring up prime examples when I just go through a bunch of classic battles and actually show you when somebody was winning a battle that might not necessarily have lyric for lyric on, you know, closed caption type shit or captions on type shit, might not have had the better rhymes. Moments, how you make people feel, how you can sway a crowd, pandering, which is for some reason like a frowned upon word in battle rap. You know, there's so many things outside of rapping that can win you a motherfucking battle. And that's battle rap talk for sure. You know, he said everything you're saying is true, but I'm pretty sure you have said something like he can't do something like me. Yeah, for sure. But I might have said he can't fuck with me. Like I'm not saying I never said it, but I'm pretty sure I probably never say, yo, he can't rap with me. I know the game better. That's why I win battles. That's why I be winning. That's why I got a lot of wins. That's why I have some of the wins that I do, right? Because go watch me and Show Off's Face Off. That's all Show Off was saying, bro. You can't rap with me, bro. Like, this is my house. You can't rap with me. And I'm just like, yo, you know, we about to be in front of 1,000 people on a big stage, microphones. You know, all right. So you ever have that performance when you start rapping and you're coming out of the big ass speakers? These ain't fucking Bluetooth speakers. These is speakers, and there's a little delay, right? You know how to do that? No, I don't think you rapped in front of that many people. I just think that alone would make you uncomfortable. Like, you know, so yeah, I was always against that. I knew better. You know what I mean? And sometimes I was even reserved in telling battle rappers, like putting them on game, like, "Yo, you're so stupid. You're so stupid." Certain battlers have aura too, right? Like presence. You know? Motherfucker is already up on the card before he set a bar. You ever watch a surf battle? You know? So, The Danny Luck Show said, "What's wrong with Ish Talk? That's battle rap. Everyone so soft now." Shaking my head. Is that what you think, Danny? I think you can talk shit. I wasn't more of actually. I wasn't more of addressing the rappers when I say like Capo is not supposed to get on camera and say, "Shit, I ain't ready for no DNA. Shit, I need about 8 more battles, 2 more years of some reps. I want to make sure I get on a big stage too, and learn that experience." He's not supposed to say that. To be a great battle rapper, you got to have some ignorance. The Danny Luck Show. See you in all the time too. Much love. I was more talking about the fans and bloggers or managers or people who actually make it seem like it's being a disservice. It might not be being booked, or how dare we say Eunice can't fuck with DNA. I'm on the other side. How dare we say he can, right? You wouldn't hear that I said he was great at Gnome. You wouldn't hear that I said he was great versus Nitty, just because I'm questioning if he's just capable of clearing DNA. It's like motherfuckers talk to you like I'm crazy. I can't. Spectacular says Surf and Easy is the same person when it comes to downplaying battlers. How come the battle rap community is so scared to call Surf out when he does it? That's a great question. Here's the thing. Anytime I've argued with Surf, I've been consistent with how I address him. It's entertaining. I think is one of the main things. It's entertaining. Like, it's not just like, sometimes it's bullying. A lot of times it's bullying. Sometimes it's funny when Surf does it, the way he does it. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a battler that might be a little bit above himself, so you don't mind Surf giving him a little talking to, right? I believe in seniority and tenure and shit like that too, to a certain degree. That's why I call it rookie hazing. It's like, all right, yeah, he nice, but he think he further than he is, or he think he did more than he did, and it's just like, and here's another thing too. You want to know what I'm also aware of is maybe we're the old guys, like, or maybe we're just the old guys. You ever hear Shaq and Chuck and them talk? Sometimes it just sound like they hating on the new league. I mean, y'all be hating old ass talking about your 6 ring. I don't give a fuck about your Charlie Clips Battle Frozen. I don't give a fuck about your All-Star game. Maybe we just getting older, and maybe the demographics, and maybe the age group is getting a little younger. I don't know. But just for me, it's like, I just remember when you had to be separated, by reps and work. You had to prove it. Easy downplays battle rappers, but not in the way that Surf can. And also, their shit talking deliveries are different. You know what I mean? I think Easy more of a more of an asshole with it when Surf is downright trying to embarrass you. Like, he's trying to embarrass you in front of people. He wants to get people laughing at you, shit like that. You know what I mean? Easy just a dickhead about it. You know what I mean? But when Surf do it, I think Surf trying to embarrass you. Like, how you mortified in a group full of people. This guy stinks. I've seen him talk to battle rappers and take their biggest accomplishments. That probably actually means a lot to him. And then set himself as the standard and just use people that he's in the pool with to make you feel like you're in the pool that everybody pees in. Yeah, see, up here, bro, if you pee in the pool, it turn blue because we sitting here on Burberry pool sets and beach chairs with all these fine ladies and shit down there. They let y'all pee in the pool. Like, Surf is really good at just making you feel lesser, making you second guess what you've done. And anytime you even get with him, like you have a good debate with him and shit, he'll just go to himself. Pretty high level battler. Not that many people in company with him. So if you're not 3 to 5 guys, he can shit on your whole situation. He can shit on your whole situation. For Surf started that Rosenberg Raw is the best at RBE shit. He started that. He literally started that. Fucking space with thousands of people in it. Right after the Ill Will battle. Motherfuckers talking about Froze the king of RBE. I didn't even feel like it. I felt like I know I was one of the top dogs. But it's like Surf said it. And the thing that disgusted me, but also fuck it. I'll accept it. The amount of people, because I recognize the amount of people that said it only because he said it. Only said it because, literally, after he said it in the tweet, after he said it in the spaces, motherfuckers start tweeting me. I used to think Froze was ass, man. He got a lot better. Right? So, power, man. That's why I said no one man should have all that power. Because, he literally could put you in a different space, or he could shit on you. Motherfuckers was literally started a campaign that I was one of, if not the best at RBE, because Surf said it. Motherfuckers I've seen hating on me. Heard them dismissing my work. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I can't say I didn't reap the benefits of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Can't say I didn't reap the benefits of it. Free Surf, man. And see how things shake up when he gets home. Maybe that's what you are waiting for. Ain't gonna cost $1 million fucking dollars. I wouldn't be throwing no events either. Surf coming home, I'd have Surf battle 5 times in one fucking day. Shitting me? All right, y'all. Damn, I done been on this joint a little longer than I wanted to. Nigga had to pay for his own sister Uber. Like, who am I to be upset about that? Like, y'all didn't pay for her last 3 Ubers. Like, damn, Froze, we didn't pay for sis Uber. You pay for it one time, or go pick her ass up. We ain't asked you to be live this long, but it was lit. It was lit, and I enjoyed the live. Now, I done fucked up my pre-workout routine. Now I'm rushing, though. It's already too late, Dustin. I'm gonna hit the outro. I'm already late. Can't even get no time back. It is what it is, gang. If your friends want to tell you Frozy will. Key word for the second day in a row, accountability. Now, you know what? That was yesterday's word. Let's do reality. What's your reality? Motherfuckers be out here capping. Capping to yourself. Fuck the net. Y'all, everybody do that. Y'all be like, me too. Motherfuckers be posting a picture, smiling, happy as shit on the gram. Fucked up inside, sad as shit, broken in the motherfucker. I get it. What's your reality? And what are you doing to make it better? What are you doing to cause the situation that you in? I'm probably going to throw the camera on at the gym today. I said I want to do 1 or 2 videos at the gym, but I want to put a short up there every day to let y'all know I'm there, so y'all don't think I'm just there. The 2 days I upload the gym videos type shit. And Froze only go to the gym 2 days a week. And I'm there every day. So maybe I'll put a little 50-second short up with a message or something like that. Write some shit. I'll be getting them intros in for the battle rap pay-per-views and shit like that. It gives y'all a little message. You know what I mean? Seen all them comments on that workout video I posted yesterday too. I appreciate it. I can't do all the diets. Everybody, I done got 55 different fucking diets suggestions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through it. I seen a lot of people talking about that fasting and shit like that. So I'm gonna look into that. But let y'all walk across this journey with me. So we shed this weight off. You know what I mean? And I, start talking about who got the biggest biceps in battle rap. Let's start, a former fat nigga that get in shape, he ain't gonna know how to act. That's what I want. That's what I'm gonna do. Who got the strongest arms in battle rap? I'm gonna be just setting up new dumbass challenges. Shitting me, I can't wait to get in a push-up contest. Fuck you talking about? D Nice, pause you. Your name is D Nice, talking about pause. D Nice? That's your name. Well, there we go. I got somebody to random before I get up out of here. You're talking about pause. Your name is D Nice. Jesus. And you got a nerve to be pausing anybody. Your name is D Nice though, gang. Literally, and with a dash in it. That's crazy. If you had no dash in it, no punctuation, I wouldn't even have looked at it like that. You literally put the space in D Nice. It sounds like a statement, not a name. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will. You shitting me? Fuck you talking about. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, man. If your friends won't tell you, Frozy will.
It's big froze, big